And we're back from our final break into the last hour of our third episode?
Third episode, yep.
The third episode. Nice.
Yep.
All right.
Getting weird.
Yeah. So much weird. So, you are outside the abandoned clave, and I was thinking about it on the break. So, we can see it in the distance. Maybe we're like getting the pan in back from the commercial. And it's like a hillside that, normally wouldn't have water leading right up to it. So there's, a road that just goes down into the water. And on the hillside, there is some like vastly overgrown like field with on one end, and as we're panning across, we can see some like rustic old like jungle gym stuff. And then like a long row of like buried tires that are now all rotten and like chewed on by animals. And then a series of like squat buildings. And most of the letters have fallen off, but we can still kind of make out like the words elementary school outside. And then on top of the building, there's all of these like they've somehow managed to get some like cargo containers up on top of the school. And there are a few other like makeshift buildings up there. But the whole thing is just as Navarre said before, just like totally abandoned.
Yeah.
The like doors to the cargo container just like slamming and opening in the wind. And the sound of the wind and the rain as the ship is sort of being tossed back and forth. And, we pan down to Navarre and Smith at the door. Maybe we see Frankie like at the helm kind of staring out into the sea. And then we get down to Gritch, and, Gritch, you've just turned around and your friends are here. So what do?
Gritch?
Like I say, oh, it's you, and then I'm just like blinking and like realizing like, oh, actually it's like back to reality. It's these people. Ah, I see. Well, I suppose you'll just lock that door and put me in quarantine or something, huh?
Something like that. How you doing, Gritch?
Well, some answers so far.
But I take a step into the room, which I think is like symbolically, like it's bloody. This is the first time I've seen this room, right?
Yeah, it's a mess.
Yeah, but I steel myself and take the step in, and I want to read Gritch. Like deep gaze, trying to read their eyes and make sense of where they're at. Not like that, I won't.
Wow, yeah. Okay, well, I mean, flip it around. Do you want to ask Smith July some questions?
Sure. How much hold do I get? 2?
Yeah, I'll give you 2.
Okay. I'll hold on to them for now.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I kind of like size you up a little bit. Say, well, Smith, it's been very nice knowing you. I understand that you want to do what's best for everyone.
Yeah.
I know that's why you're here.
Are you okay?
I think so, but it's not very safe for me to be around. Really did the best to,
I'm glad we're all in agreement here. I kind of like look back at Navarre, like,
and then I like narrow my eyes at you and say, when was the last time you did what was best for everyone?
Is that a real question? That's you asking me.
This is Gritch asking.
This is Gritch asking me, not you as the player asking.
Yeah.
I try to do right by this ship every day. I'm not perfect. Nobody is.
And
I don't know. I feel like
right
maybe...
I'm like looking at your hands.
Yeah.
I
feel like maybe if I didn't do the things that I did, people like you would wind up hurt way more often. And I don't want that. And I like to think that if I wasn't on this boat, things with you would have gone way different, way more south, way more quickly. And I don't want you gone forever, but I need you to go take care of yourself, deal with whatever this sickness is, and then we can come back and we can work through this together. But for now, you're right. It's not safe.
I think I've like stood up and I'm like standing in front of you and I'm like holding one of your hands.
No, you're not. I will not. I'm not letting you
Okay.
touch my hand.
I like reach out and you like.
And I do not. I like no.
Okay. And I suppose if I don't want to go, then
We can suppose a lot of things.
I step a little bit closer.
Yeah.
So
Just kind of lean.
So, Smith,
You
are you
can see me. I was making a face. It's off camera.
are you like feeling afraid in this moment of like, because when it sounded to me, I could hear it in your voice, like when
yeah.
like, oh, good, you agree, we have consensus, you can leave.
Yep.
But like, is that the fear that he's gonna say, or they're gonna say no, and you're gonna have to be like, fuck.
Right. Again, as always, Smith is all about that consensus. Like that is the death of him.
And so when you step back a bit, I'll say, I mean, Eugene just wanted peace of mind too.
God, you asshole.
What are you really feeling right now?
I think he's overwhelmed. I think that whatever that was is slipping in bit by bit.
Yeah, like
and it's starting
I'm
to feel, you're
letting that
triggering
memory back
it.
into
Yeah,
you,
yeah. Listen, it's not about Eugene. It's not about that. It's about what's happening right here on the boat.
Yeah, you've put all that behind you, right? Right,
Put
Smith?
a lot of things behind us. We all put a lot of things behind us. Sometimes the things that we thought were behind us are still around us, Gritch.
It's true.
We're both guilty of things, all right?
So this is, you can, I think, Navarre, you can feel the tension in the room becoming, maybe starting to get the impression the conversation isn't about what you thought it was supposed to be about, and you're at a remove enough from the conversation that if you want to read the situation, because there's a charge here for sure.
Oh, sure.
You're welcome to do that. Okay.
Okay, so those questions are on the basic move sheet, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Top middle.
Yes, right in the middle. There it is. Okay. And do I have to? Oh yeah, sharp, which I have highlighted this week, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's gonna be real sharp. Nice. You are very sharp.
Yeah.
All right. So
All right.
you can ask me. You can ask me questions, and then if you act on the answers, you'll get a. Don't forget, you'll get a bonus.
And I get 3, right?
Yeah. You can
Okay.
ask me 3 things.
What does Gritch intend to do?
So in this case, so you're asking from the read a sitch, not a person. You're reading both of them, and the like.
Yeah.
Unless you
I want to read the situation.
Yeah. So you're gonna ask from that list, from that top.
Oh,
one.
I'm sorry.
That's
I
okay.
see.
This is me having like the
wait,
high
hold
level
on then.
approach.
I see. Oh yeah. Well, okay. So, who is the biggest threat to us right now?
Okay. So what's your perspective on the situation? You came down here because you want to convince Gritch to get off the boat and leave them behind in the clave.
Yeah, but most of the time when I make decisions, they're very straightforward, and where I'm able to just kind of do it. And then they're saying things that are confusing the situation and making me a little suspicious of Smith. So
Okay. So I guess let's turn this on Gritch and Smith.
Okay.
Between the two of you, which of you is a bigger threat to what Navarre wants to accomplish here?
Well, I don't want to get off the boat.
Right. I'm actually sympathetic to that cause, at least, right?
Okay. So you're both gonna end up compromising the success of the situation together.
If we keep going like this, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So momentum. Momentum is your big threat.
Sure.
So if you let them keep talking like this, they're going to convince each other that the better plan is to not do it.
Okay.
Right.
And should I ask all the questions in a row, or should I act?
These
if I'm
ones
going to?
you ask them now.
Okay.
And then if you act on any of them, you get a.
Okay. So then my next question is how do I ask a question where I want to know if I can touch this blood?
Like if it's safe to you?
Yeah, because I know that something is potentially like we're gonna get sick, but I haven't touched it yet, other than putting her body in. But was she covered in blood?
She had her blood on her. Yeah, I think at this point, like you don't even need to ask that. Like it's too late.
Okay.
For that.
Okay. Then I. Who's the most vulnerable to me? I know the answer to that question though. Like, don't I?
I don't know. In what? Okay, well let's look at both of them. So Smith and
Who's
Gritch.
the most vulnerable to manipulation from me. Is that? Can I ask that
Yeah.
question? Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely Smith, and specifically like, all right, you've never seen me raise my voice like this.
Yeah.
If you start to go, if you go into Navarre mode,
Yeah.
if you become an explosion, Gritch is going to leave in a very different way,
Right.
and not from your hands.
Yeah.
Like, I am ready to draw, and that's a strange thing for you to see from me, and that makes me vulnerable to you in a very emotional way.
Okay. And then I guess what should I be on the lookout for? I don't know.
The storm.
The storm. Okay.
Yeah, if you're gonna ditch somebody here and take off, the taking off is gonna just get harder and harder the longer this conversation goes on.
So I think since with the motivation thing, I think I would act, and I wanted to. I was just thinking, what do I want to do? I want to manipulate. I want to try. I guess it's manipulating, but I don't really. I'm trying to use the hot one. I want to. Like, I'm gonna get angry because if I know that we're not gonna get him off, and that Smith is starting to like falter in the plan, that's not what I want. So I'm gonna get aggressive, and I'm gonna.
Right.
Okay.
You know.
So do you want to? There's two questions here. So do you want to try to manipulate by just using your temper to encourage, like, Smith to stick to the plan, or do you want to go aggro? Or do you want to go aggro and be like, I am going to like physically do something bad to you?
We're docked, right?
I don't know, Frankie. Are you like up on the shore, like, or are you a little offshore and anchored?
Yeah, I mean, I think we can get pretty close. This boat can go up rivers, so it's like we can kind of like get up so where pushing Gritch off the boat would mean like wading up the beach, basically.
Sure.
So I think I'm definitely gonna basically like barge in through the conversation, pick her up and throw her over her shoulder, and tell Gritch, either you're coming with me and you can handle this off the boat, or I will take you by force, and it might not turn out that well.
Cool. So it's the threat of future force rather than I'm going to.
And I'm saying
this
this to Smith July too because I know that they care, that Smith July cares about Gritch, and I want to, make sure that Smith July is still, the prime directive is still,
Okay.
forefront.
So you're manipulating Gritch, or is your threat to Gritch a way to manipulate Smith to stay in line?
Correct.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
It's very nuanced.
My threat's real. My threat of physical violence, everyone accepts. This isn't a question. The manipulation is not something I do often, so it's, the aggression is there to kind of reinforce.
If you two don't get your shit together, I'm going to hurt Gritch.
Yeah.
So if you want that to happen, Smith, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll your hot. Okay.
Thank
All right.
goodness. I got a 10.
So you, the good roll.
Carrot or the stick.
You can offer either experience or force them to act under fire. It sounds like the latter to me, but
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Do I?
so you don't have to do anything else.
Okay.
Smith, if you do anything other than what Navarre says, you got to act under fire.
Yep.
So what are you gonna do?
I think I do like a sidestep, like to open up the doorway for Navarre to either come in or for Gritch to take a step towards Navarre and walk themselves out.
So I'll take a step forward, but
Okay.
I'm still talking while I do this. And I say, this is a fucking death sentence.
You'll be fine.
Your hands won't be dirty this time. And I'm like giving you the fucking eyes.
Uh-huh.
I love that you're threatening Smith with something Smith doesn't really remember.
Right. Just like
I think Smith is starting to remember.
yeah, it's slipping in.
Like I'm
It's. I feel like
chipping
he's
away at your
feeling-
repression of this.
Exactly.
So you have a moment where, you realize, wait a second, what does Gritch know that I don't know? Like,
Right.
and it's all like maybe you're flashing back to the conversation you had the last time that the two of you slept together, and
Right.
you're like, wait a second, like, what did I? Cool.
All right. I want to act under fire and.
Okay. So what do you?
Gritch against? Gritch starts to step towards the door, and Navarre, you can tell me if this is a thing you would do, but you're going to back out a little bit to let them.
Yeah, I gave him an option, so I've got her. All
right, I want to act under fire because what I want to do is slam the door shut and lock it with me and Gritch inside.
Okay. All right. So the fire here is what? Like
it's like overcoming the intimidation of Navarre.
Oh,
right?
okay. So it's
that's
even,
the fire.
Navarre's got the dragon fear aura.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Push through that. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Navarre, if you want to interfere, you are welcome to do so.
Right.
But keep in mind too that
Also,
there's hypnosis happening here too.
yeah,
Right,
So,
right.
So
if you
Frankie
want,
can mess with it too.
yeah. So if you want to spend,
There's like
Frankie,
multiple layers of hypnotism.
God, yeah.
Just
So Navarre has 2 holds.
John, you're muted.
One hold left. With Smith. So Navarre you could expend that hold and just not just step out of the way.
Can I do that after he rolls? Or do I make the decision before?
I think you can, because you can, I don't know, can you control your intimidating aura? Could you be like,
if he tries to shut the door in my face, I'm going to slam myself into the door to keep it open. You're not going to stop.
Right.
Come on.
And then the question might be, would the hypnosis
Overcome
that?
Right.
Okay, go ahead and see if you can muster the courage first.
And also, I have hypnosis hold on.
Oh yeah, I am cool as
supposed to be doing what I want.
Right.
Sure.
Yep.
All right. So it's
wait,
11.
is Frankie using that hypnosis to shut me down here? Or I guess there's no way to shut me down. It was an 11.
Well, no, I mean if they both
Interfere is -2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you could get dropped to a partial success.
Right.
Which for Act Under Fire is actually really significant.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Choices, right?
Right. If we both interfere, that'll drop you to 7. So we can't actually make you
just
miss.
one.
But just once.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
well,
one
I
person.
can interfere with hypnosis, though, right?
That's what you'd be interfering with, yeah.
And Navarre can interfere by interfering with you.
By actually just rolling interfere, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. All right. So
I could also.
It's up to you, Stephanie. Are you actually?
Yeah, so here's what happens. So Smith overcomes, you swallow your fear of Navarre's intense, imposing presence.
Yeah.
Push to reach for the door and close it so that she's not in the room. And then Navarre, you have a moment where you see you can interfere, you can get in the way, put your foot in the door or whatever. Or you see, you're reminded of what a beautiful, enchanting figure Smith is and could be like, oh, hold on, and then just let the door close in your face.
In this case, I am following orders, so I'm going to totally put myself in the door.
Hierarchy established.
Wait. Then I'm cashing in that one hold I have over you to make you act under fire to do this.
Sure.
I give you the glance, and I say, I give you the I need this glance as I start to close the door.
So
First,
so now you'll have to act under fire. But Frankie, you can help, right? Because I love that you're just up in the bridge and your presence is pervading the scene.
I've already done the captaining, and now it's happening with them.
Yeah, totally. The orders are hanging around.
Exactly.
Okay.
Navarre +1 is what we're saying here.
Yeah. Because the other hold is that's between Frankie and Smith July, but I'm just saying that Frankie can help.
Right. Can do an aid
if she wants. Aid roll, yeah. Okay, so go ahead and make your act under fire, and the fire here is
it's hard because it's me.
Yeah, and it's Smith July's exuding
sex
hot
appeal.
Yeah. All right, so I mean, if you help, it'll be a 10.
Yeah, I will attempt to help.
Okay.
Let me find my history.
What's your hex?
Yeah. With Navarre, it's +1 actually.
Okay, that's reasonable.
I really hope you just totally flub this roll.
I know.
I really hope you just throw it completely.
Oh,
Thank you, John. Thank you so much.
I'm happy to help.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So you get the partial success here, Navarre.
Sure.
And I think that for this, for you to get in the way, you're gonna have to physically get into Smith July's space and hurt them. You have to push them away, push him to the ground or away from you, and you have to get up in the room.
Sure.
There's no foot in the door. This is just a brute force.
I think what happens then is he's trying to shut the door, and I'm just full body slamming myself into the door, so the door probably flings open and just smashes him.
Okay, yeah, the door hits you.
Yeah, definitely.
Smith. Can you you take 1 harm from the door hitting you.
2 harm.
2, because it's me.
Because it's you. Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Do I roll at all?
Both
for
your
that?
arms just blow off.
Or we just
No
say
need to
2?
roll.
Okay, I'm so used
just
to
take
D&D. I'm
harm.
sorry.
So Smith,
Okay.
you take 2 harm, get +2 hex with Navarre,
Right.
and then you roll the harm move at +2.
Oh yeah, the +2 history. Yeah.
That's so good.
It's the first time Navarre's hurt you this way.
It is. It is.
It's a learning
My
experience.
smile is not.
Are you
is
ready,
not
Frankie? You're next. I'm just kidding.
I mean, this is the thing, right? You're learning that, like, sure,
Oh yeah.
Smith July is enchanting and stuff, but he's gonna break just like everybody else.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're the boot stamping on the human face forever, right? So yeah, make
Somebody's
that
got
harm.
to survive this. I might be the last one left. Do I need to roll? Sorry, was that what you're
Yeah.
saying? Oh, what
Make
do I
the harm move. So this can it's 2d6 plus, or not you, Smith.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
Oh,
wait, what am I?
Yeah.
What,
Also
wait,
two.
what am I? Oh, the wound move. Right.
Yeah, 2d6 plus 2.
2d6 plus 2. Right.
And you're hoping to fail.
Yeah.
Hoping to throw it. 8.
Cool.
Alright. Okay, I mean, yeah, I think you're stunned, right? You lose track of someone you're attending to. So your focus goes from, like, I have to close the door so I can deal with Gritch, to, like, I just got hit with the door, my head is spinning. Gritch, you have an opportunity to do something here. What do you want to do? You see an opportunity to move. Like, the tension has been moved off of you and onto those two.
I'm gonna take this moment and I like stammer out to like Navarre. I'm just like, Navarre, hold on, wait, like stop. And I'm just trying to like buy a moment to say some stuff to like you.
I don't want to hurt any of them, so I would listen.
Yeah, and I'm like doing very
Yeah.
like hands up body language and like.
I'm standing there as it's my like we're not gonna kill you girl time again, where it's like I'm listening.
Yeah, and
You got 3 seconds.
I blink as slowly as I possibly can.
I understand. I need to go. Thank you for not letting Smith be alone. And I look down at you, Smith. This time, that person who you care for and who trusts you isn't going to have the life strangled out of them by those hands. And I like take a step over you.
Heavy.
Am I still stunned?
I think you lose. Yeah, I mean you lose track of
Okay.
or whatever that means. You hear what he's saying, but like you took a door in the face.
Yeah. That's fair.
And I think so I think when you say that, Gritch, Frankie, you maybe are starting to like wonder like, all right, what's taking so long? What's going on? You haven't heard anything. Nobody's coming outside, and there's it's mostly dark now. I mean, it's always mostly dark, but there's like a like flash above you in the clouds. There's like people on the deck of the ship. There's at least one. You can see someone else climbing up onto the deck. The one on the deck is holding a gun. Like he's got a submachine gun of some kind. It's hard to make out any more than their silhouette, but you catch them in the flash.
Storm.
Nice. Okay, so yeah. There's how many people are on the deck right now? How many do I see?
There's one on the deck, and then there was another climbing up over the edge.
I throw the boat into full speed ahead and whip the wheel sideways, and try to like veer away from the shore, and presumably whoever's trying to climb up, I'm gonna toss them off if I can.
Okay.
Pull a crazy driver move is what I'm gonna do.
Nice. Okay. Rad. So, do you have a particular move that you are making, like from your playbook?
Yeah. Let me get that open real quick. So. Oh yeah, I didn't write it down because it's kind of long. I'm basically acting under fire, I guess, but I'm using the boat's power to. Well, maybe I'm going aggro actually. Yeah, let me just look at the move.
Sure.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to use force here. Well, maybe I'm seizing by force. Shit, I don't know.
This sounds more like a seize by force to me because you're
It totally could be. Yeah.
battling for position and stuff like that with these.
Yeah, I wanna seize an opportunity here to keep people from boarding my boat. Keep the rest of them from boarding the boat. Anyway.
Yeah. So you want to just seize control of the boat?
Exactly. Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because you were only kind of like, you realized that maybe you weren't in control of it, and now, cool.
Yeah, during all the soul searching and manipulation, we lost track of things, and some people are sneaking up on us, which I don't like. So,
yeah, totally. That's some bullshit. Okay.
Yeah, instead of like calling out to Navari or anything first, or warning them to hold on, I just go straight into it. Daredevil mode.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so I am rolling hard, and I have my boat's power, which is 2.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna roll.
Adam, will you tell us what he's rolling? Because I actually am having trouble seeing the page right now.
I got dropped from.
Yeah.
John, you can.
Do you
just
have
roll
virtual
it.
dice or real dice? I mean.
I have real dice. Yeah. Can you guys not see the rolling anymore?
Not right now.
No, we got bumped out.
Unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just. I have dice right here. I'll roll them.
All right, good.
So it's 2d6 plus 3. Oh yeah. It's.
You want to show us? Can you
I
tilt
believe
your
you.
camera down? No, I'm just kidding.
I rolled an 11 plus 3.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay, cool.
Seize by force. Let's take a look at that.
Alrighty.
So I get to choose 3. I can take definitive hold of it, suffer little harm, inflict terrible harm, impress, dismay, or frighten my enemy. I get 3 of those.
Okay. I mean, I think that, like, as far as harm is established, like, as the boat starts to pitch, they're gonna like fire in your direction.
Yeah.
Because you're lit and they can see where you are. And then they're probably looking at one harm like being like knocked around. If you want them to like fall onto the rocks or something, then you can do the terrible harm.
Yeah, and they're shooting back at me. They're like doing 2 harm back to me with his gun.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think my Daredevil applies here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say so.
All right, so I have 1 armor. I don't think Frankie has any other armor. Let me look at her gear real quick. No, she doesn't.
Does your boat give armor?
If we were like fighting boat to boat or something, I think these guys can just shoot me because they're on.
Yeah, the ones who are on the boat already.
I think so. Yeah.
Cool.
So I've got 1 armor right now against them. I'm gonna choose to inflict more harm, suffer little harm, and take definite hold of my boat.
Okay. Cool. So then I guess between your armor and the less harm, you'll take 0 harm?
Yeah, I'll take the 0
Okay.
harm roll.
Perfect.
And
Okay.
inflict 2 harm on them.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you deal your harm. I think I'm gonna just have one of them suck it all up. So
Okay, sure.
the one that's hanging from the side, that's like pulling himself up, as you pitch the boat around, you scrape it up against like the side of a sort of sunken building, and it just crushes them. They fall off the side. The guy on the deck throws himself behind some kind of cover, shoots up at the window. There's a bunch of like bullet holes in the glass, and then you can make your harm move.
Okay.
See how that goes for you.
So, yeah. All right. Cool.
And the other things you did was seize definite hold of the ship.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you've got control of the situation for sure.
So this guy doesn't have he's not in a position to threaten the bridge yet. He's like taking cover.
Right.
Where I kind of have a stalemate situation.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Harm plus 0. That is a 9.
Okay. So what do I don't have my handout. So what do I choose here?
Oh yeah.
Let's see. I can find it here. Harm.
Yeah. It's okay. Go ahead.
Got it. Okay. So 7 to 9. Lose your grip on whatever you're holding. Lose track of someone or something you're attending to. Miss noticing something important. Lose your footing. Okay. I mean, the obvious one is that you lose your footing, but I think the interesting one is that you miss noticing something important. So you're focused on these dudes.
Yeah.
yeah, you're just your entire focus is on this one person. Now, everybody downstairs, you hear a sharp burst of gunfire as the boat like pitches to one side. And what's everybody gonna do?
Steph, you're muted.
Steph. Yeah.
Firebase, our server, just tweeted that they're having issues. So
Okay.
that is what's going on. It's not Roll20. So,
Okay.
Sorry. Everyone, please continue.
Okay. So so the boat is pitching. You're having this like moment in the like lower area in the Frankie's cabin. So what does everybody do when there's this moment of like instability?
I'm still on the ground, stunned.
Yeah, you're on the ground. I mean, you're able to like get up now if you want to.
Okay.
Like I'm most interested in what Navari and Gritch are doing.
Yeah, me too.
So
What do
you want to do?
Can you give me like a 2-second recap of what?
Sure. Yeah,
Sorry.
for you, all that happened was that the boat pitched suddenly, and there was gunfire up at the front.
Oh, there was gunfire. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. If there was gunfire, then I throw the body back on the bed, and I leave. I like grab Gritch and I kind of pull him out of the room so he doesn't get locked in there again, or like move him out of the room. Gently.
Do you allow yourself to be gently grabbed out of the room?
No, I think like maybe. Well,
I try. If it doesn't work, I just go though. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm just like, get out of here. Come on. But
So
I heard guns.
If they put up resistance, you just let go and go do your job. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not making it easy for Navarre, and I'm not like running out of the room. So
Yeah, and I'm trying really hard not to hurt you again, just because. So.
thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just
Navari, the boat is like here, and there's the bridge up here, and there's a little fighting going on up here. You guys are running up the back onto whatever that's called, the aft.
Mhm.
And on the aft deck, there's 3 more people who've like climbed up on the deck with guns, and so you run like basically right into them.
Oh, okay. Then I will rocket launcher them or whatever.
You shoot a grenade at
Immediately.
them
They're
on
on my boat.
No,
Don't
like.
blow up the boat.
Oh,
I
right.
mean, you can. You're totally welcome to.
I
but-
mean, I was meaning more like head range, like thinking it would just blow them off the boat.
No, I'm not. I'm not
With
telling you what to
having
do.
the boat?
That was
But
just a joke.
if there was
No.
3 people in front of me, I would try
Do
to
it.
knock them off the boat.
Do whatever Navari would do. I was just making a joke.
No, I mean the boat's made of metal though, so I probably would totally do that. Because I
you
wouldn't
do
think.
you do a quick calculation in your head, like boat deck versus grenade. Fuck it. Okay.
I'm aiming for like chest up, just to kind of blow them off. I don't know if that's physically possible.
We're just gonna blow them off and be like,
probably.
Fucking guys.
Disregard these assholes.
You are a
Yeah.
gun lugger, after all. Maybe you can do it.
Yeah.
Well, you're also blood crazed, and we've seen that subtlety is not your game.
She's not a
Okay.
sniper, guys.
Yeah.
She's an explosion.
What would I have normally rolled for this? Like,
I mean, you're trying to seize control of the secondary battle at the back of the boat, right?
yeah.
Okay, cool. So these guys are.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah, it's you're gonna seize by force. They're a small gang.
Mhm.
Dudes.
So,
So
what are
you're-
you?
Where are you?
Yeah, you're parallel for harm.
And then I'm also I'm a gang. We said that.
So you're looking at dealing 5 harm to them,
Mhm.
and they're going to be dealing. How does it work for gangs and harm? They would normally be 2 individually, but
Is it 3 because it's
I
me?
think it's 3.
It's 3 if they're bigger, but they're not.
Well, 3
Right.
because I have the extra blood craze point on the harm.
It's
if they-
5
if you
5
have,
on
like-
2.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, if they have small arms, it'd be 2. If they have like
Oh, I
assault
see.
rifles or something, it'd be 3. But
I get it.
Yeah, no, I think they have like a mix of like pistols, and like maybe one of them has a shotgun. Okay.
If I don't know, I think I have to have John. I literally just moved into a brand new apartment, guys, and set the computer up. So, proxy John, can you roll for me?
oh sure, yeah.
Okay.
I'm giving you all my energy.
Oh, I rolled a 10.
Nice.
Explosions.
All right, so yeah, Frankie, you hear like a massive like concussive explosion at the back of the ship.
Jesus. I think that's bad because I don't really know. Well, no, maybe not. Maybe that's a familiar grenade
It's
sound.
probably a familiar sound.
Yeah, there's the faint thump first.
Right.
Well, no, but you did miss something important, right? So you're focused on this other thing. So maybe it does cause a little bit of panic for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you seized by force, which means you can choose from the list. So if somebody else has the
I'm
list,
too reliant upon this fabulous piece of software that we use.
I have my PDF code. Scanning through it is annoying.
I have mine open here if you wanna. I can just.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got the book open too.
So you can take definite hold. You can suffer little harm, inflict terrible harm, and impress, dismay, or frighten the enemy.
I want to inflict terrible harm on those 3.
That'll do 6 to them then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's super bad for NPCs. That's like
6 to a small gang is like most of them will be dead.
That would kill me.
The goal is for them to explode into like pink dust. You know?
And they're doing 2 back to you, but you have 2 armor, right?
Yeah.
So you don't need to worry about suffering little harm. So yeah, you can also take definite hold and impress, dismay, or frighten them.
Oh.
Like you can do both of those.
Yeah. You do
So yeah, I want to take hold. Obviously, that's the goal.
So definite hold. Okay, and you want to? What's the other one? You want to deal the extra harm?
Yeah.
Okay.
I totally forgot what it was as soon as you said it.
Yeah.
Make them blow up. That's all I remembered.
Sure. Okay. So you you just see these targets and fire your grenade launcher at them. There's a bright flash. The boat gets like rocked again, and when your eyes like clear from the explosion, there's just like sort of miscellaneous burnt debris on the deck.
So, and then there's other people on the deck, right?
Well, not anymore. There isn't.
Oh, I thought that there was another guy, right?
Yeah, you haven't heard him fire again.
Yeah, she's gonna try another move.
Yeah,
She's is gonna whip the wheel back and roll the boat again and try to deal with this dude.
Okay, I want to know what. So Smith July, you and Gritch have an opportunity.
What's Gritch doing?
Yeah.
I think I closed the door.
As you're closing it, I think I'm charging you.
Cool. Yeah.
I'm going aggro. I want you to tell me what you know about me.
Okay. Well,
are you like holding a knife to my gut or something?
No,
Yeah,
I'm tackling you and putting my hands around your throat, obviously.
Right, you're going aggro with those killer's hands.
Yeah.
The calloused hands.
Yeah.
I also don't have dice nearby.
We should be back in business.
Oh, we're back. Firebase came back.
Let me read. Oh, yeah.
Reload.
Cool. All right, going aggro, and what you want is to have Gritch tell you what they know.
Yeah. 1 second. I might need to back out and come back in or something. It's being weird still.
I can roll for you.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Thanks.
Okay. Let's pop open your character sheet here.
Oh, there it is. There. Ooh, yeah.
Okay, so you are going aggro.
Yeah.
There you go, my friend.
Nice.
I got you a 7. Happy birthday.
I'll take a 7.
All right. So your choice, Gritch. Do you want to get the hell out of the way, barricade yourself securely in, give Smith July something you think they want, back off calmly, or, I mean, just do the thing. Yeah, tell them what they want to know.
How much harm am I being threatened with?
Punching harm. So
Yeah,
one.
I'll just suck up and take it.
Nice. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, so I just take the harm. I don't have to back down or anything.
Yeah. All right. So,
yeah.
what is it? So Smith July, what is it that causes the harm? Is it like you punch them, or
I think
they hit their head on the way down, or
yeah, I think I tackle slammed you down to the ground, and
yeah, and there's all kinds of things to bump into and
hurt. Oh my god, you probably get a piece of like broken glass in your back.
Still all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, and the floor is like tacky, sticky with blood now.
Yep.
Like
oh my god.
Yeah.
Awful. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Smith July, it doesn't seem to be working. What are you gonna do?
Can I try again and at risk of inflicting more harm? Yeah. Okay.
I'm staring you in the eyes.
Just keep going. Yeah.
Just keep doing it. Oh, also don't forget to take the 1 hex.
The one. Yeah. Gritch takes it with me, right?
Also, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this out here, and y'all can tell me whether I'm right or not. This feels like intimate physical contact to me.
I'm scanning.
It is.
Yeah. Like,
that said, it also feels like I have someone. I have time and solitude.
You hypnotized.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, so much brain fucking. Just crossfire. All right, well let's do that first. Both of you make that roll. All right. So the hypnosis got an
yeah.
So
it's one hold, right? That I have. Yeah. Or he had that they have.
Yeah, there's one hold between you.
Yeah.
One hold hypno.
All right, and then I'll try to do my
Smith.
So that's
boom.
Okay, and then Gritch, you get the brain scan.
All right. So sorry. And how many hold am I under right now? I like to note that.
One.
One.
Yeah, just one. There was none before. We cleared it previously, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we were square, and then you had to go and.
Yeah, and then I have
to the deal.
So
talk to me about brain scanning.
Yeah. What are some secret pains that you're having right now?
Additional secret pains, or the ones like?
Yeah, tell me about some secret pains you're having.
I think I remember killing him. I don't remember who he is, but I know he looks a lot like me. And I hate that you've made me remember this. I hate it. I hate you. I want you off this fucking boat. And I hate losing my cool like this.
Okay, but what do you crave forgiveness for?
For not being able to keep this fucking boat together.
Yep.
I was supposed to keep this weird shit out of our lives. And here we are, and it's raining, and I saw my brother, and there was that floating woman, and it's just everything. Like, I was supposed to be the grounded one.
And would you say this is your lowest moment?
Not yet, it isn't.
I was saying, yeah, after you get strangled to death, it will be.
Yeah, cool. No, okay, the lowest moment is the decision to wrap my hands around your throat.
Yeah,
like, what's Smith's lowest moment?
Yeah, like right there. Yeah, great.
Awesome. Okay.
And so I just like am holding your hands, like not resisting, but just like holding them while you're trying to kill me. And like staring in the eyes. And I think I just say, fuck, what do I say? What's the most? I'll just say, just put it all behind you, dear.
Is that like a sarcastic thing you're saying, or is that a real thing you're saying?
Are you being a dick, or are you trying to help?
It's not clear. It's not clear. Like,
can I read the sitch and see what you actually feel?
You can read it. Yeah,
I would read
I'll tell you what you get. Like face value is just like is pitying you almost. Okay. Is this look, but also like angry and sad. But I think pity is the main thing that comes through, and I'm not hiding it. Like,
okay, so you want to?
Yeah, I rolled to read.
Okay.
All right.
You win.
3 questions, right?
You don't have to ask them all now. You can hold them while the strangulation interrogation is happening.
Yeah.
Think on that for a second.
Yeah, I
want to see the boat again. The boat is continuing to get tossed around. So Frankie, is that what you want to do? You want to do another pitch the wheel the other way?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Like he's shot through the glass, and I kind of look out and I wait a second. I pull us level and wait for him to stand up to shoot, and then I rip the wheel sideways again. And,
cool. So the boat, are you gunning it, or are you just because the boat would tip up when you gun to one side, right? And he'd tumble.
Yeah, I throttle back, go level, and then throttle forward and yank the wheel when I'm trying to buck the
okay.
deck. I'm just kind of hoping that no one else is out on the deck.
I was gonna say so Navarre, you have to act under fire here. And the fire is you fall off the boat because it's pitching.
Sure. I was wondering too with the other thing where it said that I had control of the situation. Mm-hmm. From a role-playing perspective, I think when I blow them up, I then probably battle cry after they explode, and that's my hold.
Rad scream into the night.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool.
So maybe I hear that, but I think you can handle yourself. Like I don't.
Yeah. It's
I
not
don't-
like I'm not asking for help. I'm like,
No, yeah.
I'm
But
letting
I
out
feel
energy.
whatever that explosion was good. So
Under
that's
fire,
taken
so I
care of.
rolled, I roll hard, which is cool.
Nice. Okay.
Succeed.
All right. So flinch, hesitate, or stall. Worst outcome, hard bargain, or an ugly choice. Well, yeah. I mean, this is the thing. Like the boat pitches. You get like thrown. You can. Here's the thing. You can lose your grenade launcher. Like you got.
I knew it.
You got your hands in your. You can either let go of the gun and grab the railing, or you and Mr. Shooty can go overboard together.
How low is this boat? Like,
How
if I
low?
go overboard, will I be able to get back on my own, or you're
Well,
like
not
flying away, right?
Yeah, not with Frankie like juking the
Yeah.
ball.
I mean, it would be a bit of a challenge. Like if you weren't near one of the access points, it's kind of high out, not super high out of the water, but
I don't want to
Yeah.
die, so as much as I
gonna
want
like
to be,
pull away from you.
as pissed as I'm going to be, and that might result in some actions afterwards, I will protect myself. There
Okay.
might be some rage going on here.
Oof.
Okay.
That was my, like, favorite thing in the world.
Gonna
So
be hard
you-
to replace.
You drop it and you like tumble to the edge and you grab the railing, and instead of like you wince waiting for the splash, you don't hear it. You hear like a clattering sound, and when you look behind you, you can just see the outline of a smaller boat where the guys where they'd climbed off, and your grenade launcher clatters into the floor of that boat,
Awesome.
and there's somebody at the throttle that like looks up terrified and like guns the engine.
I
get
drop
the
immediately
boat
into,
away. All right.
into the boat, for
Okay,
sure.
so you want to fall into the boat? Okay.
Absolutely. I immediately, like, as soon as I hear the clank and look, like, I see something out of the corner of my eye, I let go immediately and get down there. I
Okay.
wanted to go in the water after this gun, so.
Sure. Yeah, so you don't even, it's like just all one fluid action, like
totally.
roll, grab, and then like let go.
Oh
and you're
shit! Yes, down. Yeah, like that's what it is.
like- Okay.
Awesome.
All right. So, yeah, so you do that. Frankie, can you do what you did before to try and like
Yep.
shake the guy? Okay.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Nice. Okay, yeah, this guy gets totally thrown from the boat. Yeah, so he tumbles towards the. He starts falling when you gun it. He falls forward, and then when you pull it to the side, yeah, he just rolls, hits the railing, and then tips over and falls into the water on the other side.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna choose the same options as before, so it'll be yeah. Like maybe he shoots back, but I duck and dodge and crank the wheel around and.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so maybe he does that one last like clear shot at you. So make that 0 harm move.
Yeah, I'll do the harm move. Four on the harm move. Hooray!
Oh yeah,
All
the
right.
failing is good. That's right.
That's a good one.
Cool. Yeah. So you just shake the guy from the boat, and he tumbles away into the water. So meanwhile, back in the cabin, what's happening with Gritch and Smith's wife? You've got some hold, right?
You're muted,
You're muted.
Austin.
Thank you. I'm saving that hold for now.
Okay.
And I'm going to go aggro again, hands around the throat. I want to know the full picture of what Gritch knows about my past.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
So again, the
So here we
partial
are
success.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Partial success. You want to take another harm?
Tempting. Yeah, I want you to feel real shit
Yeah.
about it.
Nope.
I just now realized that the name for this room is totally the Stranglehold.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, amazing. All right, so
Absolutely.
you're getting choked. What do you do? I'm gonna.
And so I think like there's like this pause where you're like strangling me, and then you're like letting go to be like
Yeah.
tell me,
Yeah.
tell me what you know, right?
Yeah.
So you can
It's-
breathe.
And I
Right?
get
Yeah,
a
yeah.
chance to like suck in a breath, and
Yep.
then like I just fix you with this look again. Like it's almost like makes you feel like you're a mouse in a maze or something. Like just this very detached, like clinical look. I say, you don't know.
I don't have a clue, or I have some loose idea, or I know a name, and I know what I did, but I don't know what I did, Gritch.
What you did was kill people. That was how you lived.
You don't know that.
How you got to be here.
You don't know that. Is he telling the truth? This is spreading a hold.
Yeah, he thinks that's how you made your living, murdering people. That's what he's convinced of.
Murder business.
And you don't remember that? Is that right?
Yeah, I don't have a clue.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, like Gritch is speaking like with conviction, and again, it's kind of that like professional thing.
Right.
Like suddenly you're a patient now.
Yeah. I'm straddling Gritch at this point, and I'm like, spread.
Why do you want to know when you're not ready to hear it? Why do you ask? You're so scared of it that you put it behind you. You've made yourself a different person.
Because I gotta know.
Or have you?
I don't know. You know that girl Tao, she does this whole thing where the guy at the place, the Mercer's Hold, the religion guy, he says we were better off not knowing anything. And I really do believe that that's wrong. I really do believe that that's wrong. I need to know. I need to know what type of guy I am. Really. Not on the stage, not around you. I need to know what type of guy I am.
I just love the idea of you like strangling them and being like, "Who am I?"
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, like Gritch is just like, Smith, this is who you are. And I like gestured at this whole thing. Like, this is more your art than anything else, as I point to like the bruises on my
Yeah.
This is who you are.
Yeah.
And the reason people love your songs, beautiful though they are, isn't that. It's that they're songs about regret and forgetting, which is how you want to be.
Awesome.
So don't come telling me you don't know who you are. That's just more running from it. And killing me is just going to show that to you. And I like push you.
Yeah. I stand up. I stand up from you. I want to read, how can I get you to forgive me?
I did a bad thing. I'm sorry.
I'm just waiting for this scene to get sexy. Like I'm
ready.
We're right there.
Yeah.
I'm like on an elbow, and I'm just like, help me up, and I like give you my hand.
Yep, I pull you up.
Pull me up.
I pull you close.
And yeah, and I like put my hands on your shoulders. I'm just like, you're just sick, like everyone else.
Yeah, everybody's sick.
And
hand
so,
on
like,
the back of Gritch's head, like fingers in the hair.
How you can get Gritch to forgive you is by like actually accepting what you are, like how much of a murderous bastard you are, and just owning it. And then Gritch will be totally fine with you, just like Gritch is fine with Navarre and any number of other people. Like all I want is for you to.
All right, I pull you close, and then my hands like move down your arms, and then I take your hands so that you can feel the callous fingers.
Nice.
There's kind of a nod.
I'm sorry. I gotta think, but I'm sorry.
I'd be scared of who you are too.
Yeah.
Perfectly understandable. And I like touch the back of the head.
Mm-hmm.
Give you a hug.
Cool.
What's your last hold, and I will move. What's your character really feeling?
Detached.
Okay.
Yeah, like
kind of clinical about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I know that I need to say things to you to make you feel better right now.
Yeah, but there's not. Okay.
I'm not doing it out of the kindness of my heart, and maybe like there is no such thing as the kindness of Gritch's heart.
Yeah.
But this is like in part designed to make you feel better.
Okay.
Right, and in a kind of clinical way, right? In the way that
Yeah.
a doctor helps you, not in the way that a friend helps you.
Yeah.
And it's kind of muddy, whereas
Yeah.
whether like that's like coming from a place of friendship or not is unclear.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So one last thing I want to see what happens. Navarre drops into the like boat, the pursuit boat.
Yes.
The guy driving the boat turns, sees you, looks down at the grenade launcher, and then like lunges for it.
Who's closer? Is it in the middle?
You'll have to go for it.
Oh, okay. No, I'll totally go for it, but I'm also like I think actually I'm trying to think if I maybe would just use myself to inflict harm. You know what I mean? Like if I'm just going to tackle him
Just go
instead.
for him.
Yeah, that was my question. Do you lunge for the grenade launcher, or do you lunge for them when they
I
go
want to
for
like
them?
literally smash his head. I have no desire to do anything other than kill him. So I know that I could with force like rip him apart. I'm that strong.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'm gonna I'm going for
you're
him.
attempting to
I don't know
seize-
if he can use that gun. That thing will literally probably knock him off the boat if he tries to
I mean,
fire
I have some ideas of what'll happen if you fail
Yeah.
this roll, but so you want to
Maybe she will eat her words and be an explosion.
You want to seize by force? You're going to seize, I guess, his life by force?
Yeah.
Okay, go
so
for it.
aggro again, hard.
Yeah, rolling plus hard. Okay, all right. So choose 2. Definite hold, little harm, terrible harm, impress, dismay, or frighten.
I want. What was the first one?
Definite hold of the thing.
Yeah,
His
I
life.
want hold. Definite hold of his life, and I read them again. Sorry, what was the others?
So you're going to take definite hold of his life. You get to pick one more of suffer little harm, inflict terrible harm, or impress, dismay, or frighten.
Inflict terrible harm again. I'm trying to kill him.
Okay.
I want my gun and I want that boat because this is Gritch's way to get back to us now after he heals himself.
Okay.
After we take the parts we need to make it better, but we'll leave him with a little boat now.
Okay, so since you're seizing hold of this person's life, you get that no matter what, but you weren't seizing hold of the grenade launcher necessarily. So what I think happens is that he dives onto the grenade launcher, you grab him by the head and pull him up, and then the grenade launcher goes off between the two of you. Like he just fires it into your stomach.
Into my stomach?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. He just blows away like dust in the wind. Like you're left holding like his head probably or a piece of it. But you'll take harm from the grenade launcher.
Okay.
Which for you should be fine.
Do I roll that? No,
It's
I always
4
ask this question.
No, it's 4 harm, right, by default?
Uh-huh.
All right, so it's 4 harm. You have 2 armor. So you take 2 harm and roll the harm move with 2.
Okay, so that is the dice again. I do 2d6 plus 2.
And he takes 4 harm from the launcher plus your normal unarmed harm to his head.
Just 5.
So he takes
So
like 9 harm and just
I do
goes
plus 2. Is that right?
forever.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, 2d6 plus 2.
2d6 plus 2.
And these are the one I'm supposed to fail, right?
she's
Normally.
So you, I think you lose your footing. You get knocked overboard and into the water by the blast.
But this is a tiny boat, and the grenade launcher's still on board, right?
Maybe. I mean, all you see is like brilliant flash of the grenade launcher up close, and then you're just like deaf and thrown back into the water.
I'm doing everything I can to get back on that boat immediately.
Yeah, and
I'm
I think
finding this
maybe-
gun, or at least I look to see if what's falling. Like,
Well, I think that's
Underwater.
that's probably the last thing that we see, right? Is like
Yeah.
the loud blast, the flash, and then Navarre sinking into the water with like little like bits of like person, like a hand floating by you as you like sink in your armor.
yeah, I take stock and make sure that the gun's
like
not
your hair
floating
floating.
down.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's do Hex, shall we?
Yeah.
That's a good image to end on. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the Jason Bourne shot of the guard.
Yeah. Just like
Yeah.
slowly like drifting down through the water.
Yeah.
It would only be slightly more action movie if someone was shooting at you, so you could have the little like.
Yeah. Bullet.
Cool. All right. So start with Smith July. Who knows you better than they did when we started the session?
Ooh.
We had a moment.
Yeah, I think I'm going Navarre because I think like she saw me with my guard down in a way that very few people have ever seen me before. Just the people on this boat. In fact, maybe like Gritch has seen me with my guard down at this point and knows. Frankie probably knows, but Navarre hadn't, and now like Navarre joins the boat in knowing that I'm kind of all a big act, a good act.
Rich was confirming what they already knew,
Right.
whereas
Yeah.
Navarre actually got a new look at it.
Yeah, so Navarre.
So do I add
So
one?
that's-
Is that right?
Yeah. So,
So we're at 0.
so it goes up, rolls over.
Oh,
No,
to
no.
1?
Oh, you were at -1.
I was at
Okay.
-1.
I thought you roll. I see. I went to
No.
0 the other way.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Frankie, who knows you better?
Andrew's giving me a look.
I don't know.
I
don't think it's me necessarily, but
I mean,
it all depends on how much I can piece together of the fact that you wanted to kick me off the boat.
right. I feel like that's a bit of a revelation. I'm gonna go with Smith July, I think.
Okay.
Because like Navari was there, but wasn't like you were just fine with it, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was possibly more of a revelation to Smith, like that I'm willing to leave someone behind.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, that pushes me over to +1 again.
Cool.
And I mark.
Mark XP, yeah.
Yep.
All right.
And in
Okay,
terms
Rich.
of people who know me better, it's a tricky one. I'll say Smith because like you just saw me, like you watched me totally tear you apart.
I did.
Yeah.
I like to think that your professionalism is how you show the people that you care.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like if you put that face on, then it's like you're helping. You might be cold. You might be being cold about it, but you're still helping.
Yeah.
Yeah, it like feels weird when Gritch is trying to be nice to you because it is in such a cold way. It's with a cold hand.
Yeah.
Which is why we all second guess it and get kind of suspicious. But
Exactly.
you haven't let me down or the group down yet, so. Sorry, I didn't mean to imply that, but.
No.
It's fair.
It's fair. It's fair.
Could happen. I mean, I probably just infected Smith July with the weird brain cancer that I have.
Yep.
So, well,
That's
not
cool.
brain sickness.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, that's Smith's fault.
Yeah.
It's not my fault.
True. Oops.
Strangle me to death, you son of a gun.
Listen, there's a lot of tension. We had to work it out.
I was just really upset, so I tried to kill you.
Who knows you better, Navari?
Smith. I think Smith also, because we had this weapon moment where he understood the value of these things to me a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely. That also rolls over for me, and I mark experience, and now I'm advancing again.
Nice.
I'm gonna take +1 hard
Nice.
to represent the lesson. This is me trying to get forgiveness.
What's the what level do you rank up?
It's 5 experience.
Oh, I had 5 on the last game. I didn't know.
Okay.
I wrote it on Post-it notes and then I moved across the state.
Yeah.
So. I had 5 from the last game that I had written down. I think I only had 1 today. So, so we can call it 5 now.
Yeah.
So I should raise one of my stats?
Or there's a whole, you can choose a different
there's a
move.
list of things you
We
can
talk
get.
about it later.
You can get an extra move or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
there's.
Yeah, we can go.
I'll
over
let
it.
you know during the next session what I do.
Yeah. I have it. I just got it in advance too, so we can work that out.
Cool. Sounds good. Well, good session, everybody. Good getting
Yeah.
messy. Way to get messy.
It was emotionally
wonderful.
hard. Like
That was
I'm a little
good.
I'm tired anyway, but I'm kind of
Still
like
taxing. Yeah.
I'm out. Yeah. I hope nobody needs anything from me today. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna go lay down, listen to some music.
yeah, I can listen. Cool. Well, episode 3 is over. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'll start with the shout out since I'm already talking. We appreciate you coming in. Thank you to everyone who watched, because it's because of you that we actually got this Twitch partnership. So thank you very much for that. We are going to be doing a lot more on this channel, so good job following us. VODs for this are going to come like every week on Saturday, and I'll remind you about that later. But like always, if you want to support me, check me out on Twitter, m_Avison. It's there underneath me. But also please head over to roll20.net, make an account, and play a game. So.
I'm going to shout out next because my mom just showed up.
Nice.
Shout out to Andrew's mom.
Yeah, my mom's a really lovely lady, and I care for her very
When you
deeply.
exit, will you just turn your camera off instead of leaving, because And
Yeah.
I'll kick you out after. Otherwise, you'll mess up the
It's all good.
overlay.
You can follow me on @CommutingCrow. I'm kind of new to Twitter, so I'm still kind of figuring out the best ways to do it. But I love getting all the feedback and like fan art and all that cool stuff. That's like really, actually quite touching to me. I really enjoyed all of that stuff. So thanks, guys.
Very cool.
I'm Austin Walker. You can find me on the internet at Austin_Walker on Twitter. I do some streaming with the Stream Friends, which is twitch.tv/streamfriends. And I run an actual play podcast where we're wrapping up the first season of an adventure, a Dungeon World game, sorry. And that is at friendsathetable.net.
Very cool.
Cool. Wanna go next, John?
Sure, yeah. That was amazing. MVP once again.
Just killing it.
Everybody was awesome, but yeah, that was super good. Yeah, I do game design stuff on the internet. If you don't know about my work, you can go to 17design.com, all written out. I got a bunch of free games there you can try out, and I also do stuff on Patreon, patreon.com/John Harper. Yeah, and I'm going to be doing more streaming. Adam and I just finished our second session of Blades in the Dark, which is on my YouTube channel. And I forget what my YouTube channel is.
I was going to say, what's your YouTube channel?
Search for Blades in the Dark, and you'll find it. And we're hopefully doing a third session. We're trying to work out when that'll be, so I'll make a note when it's going to happen. Coming up soon, hopefully.
Cool. Well, I'm your MC, Adam Coble. This is my main jam. I run role-playing games on the internet. So keep
pretty cool. That's pretty cool that's your main jam.
Yeah, definitely keep tuning into to this. Throw us a follow. We're going to be improving, like Avison said, all the stuff that comes with being a Twitch partner. It just kind of like fell on us last week, so we're going to be working on that. We're also putting plans in motion for campaign number 2, which I suspect you all knew was coming, but we'll start announcing details about the cast, the game we're playing, all that action very soon. In the meantime, you can check out more of what I'm doing at twitch.tv/Adam Coble, or follow me on Twitter at SkinnyGhost. And if you want to encourage the players of this game to behave a certain way next time, hop on over to Reddit/r/Roll20, and you can check out my thread there. So I'll post that on Twitter and get everybody involved that way.
That really works. Like, I had a very weird and hard game, so
yeah. I think this was the first one where, like, in the first session, people were like, maybe like we'll just give them their good stats, but people are learning like we want to make it weird, so we'll highlight weird. So I'm gonna do that.
I gotta say, I had a conversation last night about how we didn't like highlighting as a mechanic, and I'm still lukewarm on it in general. But man, it really worked today. That was awesome.
Well, it's nice because an audience gets to make that decision for part of it, right? Like they're literally invested in a different way than we are, and so of course that makes them pick things that are going to be more interesting, you know.
Well, and I think that there's the people are starting to understand how highlights actually affect behavior. So if you want to get in on that, go to the Roll20 subreddit, and then also every week on Friday at 11 a.m. this exact place I do post-apocalypse world. So if you want to come and hang out for an hour, I'm going to update all my friends, talk about emceeing the game, and usually there's a little time for Q&A on those. So come back same time tomorrow.
Yay.
Cool. So thanks for coming, everybody.
I forgot to mention too, if you are a Roll20 fan, our merchandise sale ends in 10 days. So get a shirt.
That's right.
If you're going to Gen Con, this is the last campaign that we can guarantee your shirt will come in before Gen Con. So grab a shirt.
Cool. All right. Well,
Grab a
see
shirt,
everybody.
watch some role play.
See everybody next week, and have a good one.
All right.
Later.